Okay. You may wonder why we have try-catch structure in the first place. So let's have a look at an example of how we can catch an error if we don't have try-catch. Alright? So if we don't have try-catch, when we want to deal with error or when we want to deal with exception, we may have to do something like this, where, well, once we have the code for each line, we have to check if there is anything that can cause an error. Alright? And we may need nested check. Alright? So if we open the file and the file is open alright, we then do the next part of the code and then check if the file length is alright. And if so, do the next part of the code. And if the memory is enough for allocation, then we do next part of the code. Alright, so it's like in each step, we have to check for anything that can cause an exception. Alright, using if this way. But the problem is the main code of our program is actually the ones highlighted in blue. So the main code is just this. See, on the right hand side here, that's the main code. But the code you have to write in order to deal with an exception or exceptions will contain a lot of ifs, and it kinds of interrupt the main code, making the main code very difficult to read. Alright, so if things fail here, then you record error code and, deal with each error code accordingly. But the problem is that your code that deals with error or deals with exception interfere with the main code, making the main code really difficult to read and to maintain. So that's why we, instead of doing this if check, we do the try-catch instead. So we can have the main code still grouped together and they are still easy to read. Alright? And the code to deal with exception are then grouped somewhere else. See? Right? So that's the motivation for having exception handler or the try-catch statement.